Hey, I'm RT and welcome back to RTsWorld. So today I present you a new minigame which is 2 players, 1 red side, 1 blue side, and the game, you should be very familiar with it. The name is Rock, Paper, Scissors and I really like how it turned out and I'm glad I can show you and present it to you today. So, but first of all, thanks to the suggester of this video or of this episode, and his name is DH. And he comments a lot, so it's, yeah, he really writes a lot of comments and suggests a lot of ideas, and this one was also really nice. He basically said something about the horse machine, or my horse minigame, and then he said, quick video gambling machine suggestions. Rock, paper, scissors machine against the machine. Bonus if you can design one that can work with another player, where both players bet a diamond or something and the winner player keeps all. You can make it more complex with the best out of 3 mechanism, but it's not necessary. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. I did not come after all your basically requirements for this machine. I skipped the against the computer since I have a very nice video waiting for you next week, or planned. I have to build it first, but while building this machine I basically came up with a very nice idea I could do with such a machine, and you will see that next week. But that's not for this video, that's for next time. This one is for 2 players, it's for multiplayer only, so you need 2 players for this machine. We have a red and a blue side as explained, and the currency here is diamonds. And you have to just pay 1 diamond, so you as a casino owner will make 1 diamond 100% profit. That's just to start a minigame for any people who want to play it. And you could also, for example, if you don't want to profit out of this machine, if you just want to build it for fun on a server, for example, you could charge a cobblestone or something. So just to activate it, you need to put something in this hopper here. And that's why I just chose it to a diamond. So you make a slight profit as a casino owner or as a minigame owner. And yeah, how does it work? First of all, we can, for example, as this player, either choose rock, paper or scissors. Yeah, it's completely obvious. Same we can do as the other player. And we have to start it here. So we insert a diamond. Then we hear that this block close the hopper. And now we can choose, for example, I'm the red player now, I place rock. So yeah, let's see. And for the second player, for the blue, yeah, and we also of course get a diamond back. So you only have to pay 1 diamond. And for the second player, for the blue one, I will choose paper. So I will, for example, win here as a blue side now. So we just do it here. We get a diamond back. And now we have 1 point. And yeah, that's basically how the game works. We can keep going now. And in the first part of this video, I will show you how to basically make all the circuits function. It's very compact machine, I guess, for that what it can do. And in the second part of this video we will build it together block by block, so this video will basically contain a block by block tutorial as well. So yeah, let's do another run. Let's do paper, and yeah, for example on this side let's do cobblestone. So the red side should win now, and it does. Yeah, but what happens if we do paper and paper? And as you can see, both. That's a draw. You can end up with a draw in this case. And I will show you how a draw works, because in the intro, in the preview, you saw how a win works. So we do scissors, and oh, that was cobblestone. I'm so stupid. It's mirrored. Yeah, this time blue won. Yeah, of course, if there's a draw, both rockets fly at the exact same time. So if there's a draw, both rockets will go off. Yeah, but I messed it up since I thought it's mirrored, but it's not mirrored. It's always rock on the left side. So how does it work now, you may ask, and I will explain it to you. It looks kind of messy. It isn't. It's just very tightly packed. So first of all, the profits, the most important stuff first. You as a casino owner or minigame owner, you have your profits or your diamond slot here. Here is secretly named items, and here are all your sweet profits. And yeah, if we insert 1 more diamond, we will transfer the wooden X from the left to the right into this dropper here. And we're triggering a series of events in the orange circuit. And the first of which is a very short pulse to reset anything. Because now if there's someone who wants to mess around with this casino, you can just put in here, doesn't matter. You can just put everything in, you will get your diamonds back. But you can put in there like some stuff. people will play around with that. And that's why there will be now some powered comparators. On the other side, nobody played around, so we don't have the powered comparators over there. And yeah, that's just a safety feature. The first thing we do with this orange line is we reset all those memory cells and clearing the comparators. If anyone played around with this machine and just put there some diamonds in, we cleared it out first. In the second part, we then move those blocks down so we can actually trigger these lamps here, these indicator lamps, how many wins someone has already. And yeah, that's all what the orange circuit does. We do not need to prevent any like win outputs or stuff like that, because we have none. The dispensers, I guess they just go off if we have 3 wins on each side or on one side. And that's why we now will cover the yellow circuit. In addition to the orange one, we also power the yellow one, which just prevents us from putting in new diamonds into the system. And what happens next is if we place any item, and I showed it to you on this side before, if we place in any item, we have here an item sorter as well. So can I access those hoppers? No, I cannot. Can I access them from here? Yes, no, I can't. Can I access them from here? Oh, I cannot access them from the top, I'm so stupid. Here we have the same configuration, so 18 placeholder items, 3 placeholder items and a diamond for all the hoppers. And then we have here the classic item sorting mechanism that transfers only one item over, and all the items will be combined here. So if I put in here any excess diamonds, yeah, as you can see, they will get spit out. Usually they land on the top if I'm not nearby. And that's a self-emptying dropper system here. And here on this side, we then funnel all those 3 redstone torches further into these green blocks here, into these redstone torches, and they will move corresponding to rock, paper or scissors. They will move one of those memory cell items, which is a shear in my case, to the right. And that's when those comparators will activate. So for example, I just will choose rock now, or no, just scissors on this side. And as we can see here, okay, we cleared it now since the player played around with the other side, but let's do it one more time with scissors. As we can see now, we have here this comparator on, scissor side, transfer to the left, to the right. Here's the shears are still on the left side. And yeah, that's basically how it works. And in addition to that, we also trigger those torches here, and we trigger those second memory cells. We move an item from the bottom to the top. It's not happened on this side. But if we, for example, do it on this side as well, we have here the combination of an AND gate. So this torch has to be off, this torch has to be off. So both players need to submit any of those 3 choices. So rock, paper or scissors. If they submitted that by putting in a diamond into the system, we will close the AND gate, power this torch, reset the AND gate. So it's ready for the next round. And we will also trigger the pink circuit. And the pink circuit just moves those sticky pistons 2 ticks down here on this side as well, and after another 4 ticks we reset this whole memory cell on each side. And what it does now is it will go through this gray, white and what is that, cyan wool circuit, which is rock for the gray one, white for the paper and cyan for the scissors. And this looks complex. It's of course mirrored on both sides. This looks complex, but what this mechanism basically does is if we have here, for example, that's just a representation for only 2 lines, so simplification, we have here 6 of course, but only 2 lines, we have paper and rock. And those are simulating the 2-tick pulse we will get from these pistons here. So we extend these pistons for 2 ticks, then the pulse will travel here, and it would extend this piston, which would represent a win in our case for the one player. But since the other player has paper, and paper basically wins against rock, it can cut it off. So as we see now, the signal did not went through since the repeater, this one was bedrock locked. And if I just extend the ticks a little bit, you can see it a little bit better. We have the bedrock locking of the repeaters, so no pulse can add through. If we have this, for example, the other way around, we need to configure the logic here differently. But what these greens line do is they simply connect the rock, paper and scissors lines for each player logically. So each win will be determined automatically by this kind of computer. It's basically a computer. It just determines which output to give, and if we have, for example, any win on the red side, we combine all the outputs, combine it together. If we activate the machine, the pulse will get through, and we will transfer one of those 3 shears to the right dropper. And if we do that 3 times, of course, for the red side, we have here the 3 lamps that are light up, and for the blue side we can do the same stuff as well. And the last thing that happens after that, if all those shears get transferred for one side, so therefore these comparators will be off at some point. Same goes for this side. We will trigger this reset circuit, the magenta one, and it will just, basically do as it says. It will combine those signals. It doesn't matter which side reaches the 3 shears or the 3 lamps. We will just trigger this clock here. It will move all the shears back into their original dropper, and it will also, in addition, go down here. It will also reset our whole machine, which we started from where we put the diamond in. And that's basically how it works. Just a few note blocks added in, and we're done. That's the explanatory part. And yeah, if you like what I do here, if you like the explanations, if you like the tutorials, please make sure to like and subscribe. I will do weekly content here on this channel, and I think it's really worth it since I put a lot of effort into those contraptions, and I will also do viewer suggestions if they are, of course, manageable to do in time, or if some weeks are more stressed for me, I will just do smaller contraptions, but if I have time I do a very complicated one like blackjack or horse racing. Yeah, but let's now move on to the block by block tutorial. And just a quick note, you can of course build this in Java, in Bedrock, it doesn't matter, multiplayer or single player, it's compatible with all versions of Minecraft. So, welcome to the block by block tutorial, and I have here a little bit pre-built already, but we will start with an 11 by 17 platform, whereas 11 is from the first block there until this wall here starts, and 17 is of course the width. And you can pause the video now at any point. I used quartz blocks so you can really count them up if you want to. That's the floor. We have here some dispensers with some rockets, and we have here droppers or dispensers. That really does not matter, but I use dispensers in both cases now. And here we have the front wall. The front wall is of course then 1 block further, so not 11, would be the 12th block. It's 11 until here, then that would be the 12th block. And you can build it here as well. Looks like this. We have a total height of 8 for the tiled deep slate bricks, or how they're called. And yeah, just pause the video and build it like this. So we have here also some detailing with rock, paper, scissors, the signs, and here we have already a hopper with a trapdoor. So let's get started. First of all, we want to make sure to place hoppers like this on both sides. Or yeah, I will just do one side and then we will mirror it. So yeah, that's the first we want to do. Then we want to place in here 3 wool blocks and some redstone comparators if I can get up, like this. Then we have here some quartz slabs. And if you don't want people to have like that much insight what you're doing here with your diamonds, you can of course increase the height here of the barrier, for example, with another slab, or even 2 more slabs like so nobody can see what you're putting in. That is just up to you. It's not necessary to do it like this. So then we will go down and we will have here a hopper, here 2 hoppers. They will face into this dispenser here, and then we have another row of hoppers like so. Next up we want to have, here we have the comparators, so we would have here the redstone. That looks like this, but we will come in here with some repeaters first. Then I will do the redstone like so. Another row of blocks, redstone torches, and blocks like this. So that's one side done. And for the top we need to configure the hoppers that we have 18 items in this slot, 3 in that slot, and then 1 item there, second diamond there, and the 3rd diamond we place in, that should already go into our dispenser. So now we will place in the self-emptying mechanism. So make sure to place in a comparator, a repeater, then a 3 by 3 platform basically with this block here, and then just redstone everywhere else, like so. And it doesn't matter what we place in here now into this dispenser, it will just get shot up to the surface. That's what we want. And we can already test it by just putting in here a diamond. It should travel back. Nice. So we now need to configure the other 2 hoppers as well. So now we're here beneath this machine. And we have here the torches. So we want to place here a repeater, another repeater, redstone in between. Here repeater, here redstone, that's this line. Here repeater, there repeater, and here redstone. So each of those lines is now independently controlled. Then we will have 3 torches like this. We dig down 2 blocks, replace it with some redstone dust, and have here some droppers that are facing into each other, like so. Next up we have here droppers. Here a magenta line. Here magenta line. Here another set of droppers. Here we have some non-stackable items in there, like axes for example. Here we're gonna have some comparators. Here we're gonna have sticky pistons facing downwards with some blocks attached to them. And here we're gonna have another row of repeaters, like so. We want to start here with some redstone right here. And I'll also just fly shortly over there and get us some wool colors, like so. And we're gonna start now with scissors at this point where it's 1, 2, 3. That's where the scissors line will be. That's where our paper line will be, and that's where our rock line will be. And we just make them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 long in total, like so. Same goes for the white line. And same goes for this line here. Nice. So next up we want to place some more repeaters. We need one here, one here, one here, and some redstone dust that looks like this. So with this already done, we're now able to start to mirror this part right over to this side. So we really need to mirror it just in the middle. But right before we're gonna do that, we just wanna place in here our input system. That's a little bit easier if it's not mirrored, since we have a lot of space. So like this. Here a redstone torch, and we can configure this hopper here like so. Nice, here's the rest is in our profit chest. Good. Then we're gonna need some orange wool, like so. 2 droppers facing into each other, whereas in the first one is any item, doesn't matter. For example, a wooden axe. Then we have here a sticky piston. We're gonna grab ourselves a diamond block to represent we have to place in diamonds. And then we're gonna have here some magenta wool, that's for the reset line afterwards. A comparator, torch, 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 and torch. And from here on we can already place in the yellow circuit that looks like this, where we just need to place in some redstone dust. So here on the top we're gonna place in something real quick. So we have here a repeater set to 2 ticks. Then we're gonna have a sticky piston, another block set to 2 ticks. No, it's 3 ticks, sorry. Then we're gonna grab an observer. And then we want to go here right to this point. So, and then we just go up from here. Like so. We can remove the supporting blocks afterwards. And we're gonna count, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're gonna place in here a repeater, in case you just miscounted or did something differently. And yeah, I guess that's all we can do for now. That's all we can do for now. Now make sure to completely mirror this side over to this side. Make sure to mirror it, not to just copy it over, just mirror it. That's our basically mirror plane, and just mirror it. So that's how it looks after the copying part or the mirroring part. We have everything mirrored over completely. So here's everything mirrored, and here on the top as well. So that's how it should look like. And now I want to real quick change something. We need to get rid of those systems. We need to add here one more gray block, like so. Yeah, here you could also replace it with gray wool, but that doesn't matter really. So next up we're gonna have here some droppers facing into each other, and in the bottom one we just place an item like so. So next up we're gonna place in here some comparators, and we're gonna place in here, no, that's not, I don't want to have green, we place here some gray wool, place here that, and then we have here a torch, and this torch basically reaches now the pink circuit like so. And here for the front we're gonna have some magenta circuits, since that's where the reset will happen. So for the reset we just have to do it like this, and for the pink line we just have to use some redstone. Pink line connects right here. So okay, we need to do it like this. And we're already done with this line. So place some redstone on top, like so. And then we're gonna need here a repeater set to 4 ticks, and here redstone, here a block to prevent them from connecting. Same on the other side, and here we're gonna also use redstone with a block beneath, like so. Perfect, that's now working fine. And now I want to program in the logic into this basically system. And I made a very quick mistake, since we have here always from left to right rock, paper, scissors, as well as on this side and not mirrored, we cannot mirror those. So we need to exchange those 2 colors. So, and now we're done. So now that's fine. Before we continue, we need to place this block diagonally over, comparator right here. And here we're gonna have to put in the torch tower. I'm really sorry for that. I miscounted with 1 basically block. So make sure to put it like this and remove the other torch tower. So that should be off now. Very sorry for the change, and let's continue on. So first of all, we have here the logic already programmed in. That's the crucial steps we need to do. I will explain it to you during I'm building it, but that's from the bird's eye perspective now. Make sure to place the blocks like this. We have here only repeaters set to 2 ticks. Each of them is set to 2 ticks. There are no exceptions. Make sure to copy the blocks exactly over. If you basically mess up here, it will not function. So the first step I want to show you how it works is, for example, if we come from this paper line here, paper will kill basically or win against rock here. So we need to connect this with that right here. So now paper will cut off the rock. The same applies to this scissors here. Those scissors will win against this paper here. So again, make sure to connect those ones as well. Then we have it the other way around. For example, this paper here will win against this rock here. So we will start right here, just go like this, and we should end up in the end like so. Perfect. Same goes, for example, for these scissors here. We have those ones. So make sure to block up and then to block down here again. The scissors there will win with against this paper here. So then we will have a rather different one at last. So scissors will be killed by this rock here, and I misplaced this block here. Make sure to do it like this. So we go underground here, and we need this output here. So make sure to connect it up like that. And same applies for this here. This rock will win basically against these scissors there. so make sure to connect them. Make sure to also include a repeater here, since it's a little bit long, the signal. And we maybe put it a little bit further in, like this. So that's the logic done. Now we need the logic on the ground with the lines. So now we start here on the blue side, and now we want to start right here with 1, and then 1, 2, and then we should end up at this place basically. So make sure to cover the rest in redstone. Again here, at this place, at this place we need to end up with 2 repeaters, and right in front where we branch off we have another one, then just redstone. Here again the same, we have here where we come in, we need to block that, then we have here the branch, in advance of the branch another repeater. So, and then we can go already over. Here we have in advance of this branch, and then 2, then this repeater. Redstone all the way to back. Here again 2 repeaters, 1 before we branch off. And now we have an exception, because we have here the branch. And we have here the repeater, but we need 3, since we have here another one on the top. That's why we need here 3 instead of 2. And then we connect everything together, like so. So, next up, we can already replace this one here with a 2-tick repeater, this one here, another 2-tick repeater. And we're gonna need some red and some blue wool. For this side we have red, so that's where the red line will go. Just do it like this. And same applies for the other side. We just remove that redstone and place in here a blue tower. Like so. And here at the bottom we just funnel all these signals together. Same goes for the red side. Like so. Next up we need to build the display segment. So first of all we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, then 1 over. We need a repeater right here, redstone dust, like so. Here a comparator, here a magenta wool, 2 more blocks that look like this, where we go into this, what is it called, dropper combination. And in the first one we're gonna put 1, 2, 3 non-stackable items. It's very important that they're non-stackable at this point. We also need some glass. And this time we're gonna go up like this, up and down like this. Here we're gonna place a glass block to get on to this one. Here we're gonna have another piece of redstone. Here we're gonna have this kind of structure, like so. And we're already done. So if, for example, we place in 1 wooden X, it's 1 light. If we place in the second one, it's 2 lights. The top one is not lit yet. And if we place in another wooden X, also the top one is lit, but I will remove them now, as we have already 3 in there. So, and we will mirror this to the other side. So everything is mirrored now, so really make sure to mirror it, not to just copy it. And now we just want to connect this dropper here with this redstone, and this dropper here with this redstone over there, and we just gonna do that. We will intersect here very quickly afterwards, but for now that's completely fine. And for the basically connection of those two, just make sure to get over. Yeah, it's also fine if we do it like this. Just make sure to get over this yellow line here and not intersect with it. And we can also place in here 2 note blocks that are equipped with some iron blocks beneath them. And if we're not block placing, we can already place in a note block here. If we win, for example, we have here on this side, this one will be empty. So that one would be empty. So we have a torch here, and we're gonna block down from here on, like so. We can remove the supporting blocks and just continue on like this. We need to end up at this point here, so we have here 2 torches. That's where the fireworks are. And we're completely fine. We can place here a repeater if we want to. We can have here a note block, here a iron block beneath it. Let's go to the other side. We have the repeater, the comparator, sorry. We have the torch. We're gonna go down as well. Remove supporting blocks. A little bit of redstone going on. A repeater. And we're gonna end up right here with 2 redstone torches. Again, node block, block beneath. And we are done. That's the winning output basically. And yeah, now we just have to connect all the magenta outputs. So we have here one as well. So make sure to go up. Like this, for example. Doesn't really matter, just make sure to not connect to any of those, what are they called? Pistons. To those pistons, then you're fine. And now we just want to make sure that here these outputs are also funneled together. Like this, and maybe we will go one over like that. It's a little bit easier for us. So repeater, redstone, like so. So next up we want to add in here a block and go like this. So we have here 4 ticks. Repeater, we have here a sticky piston. Come on, sticky piston. We have here redstone. Then we're gonna have a few observers. They should look like this, and here we're gonna place in this block. Nice. So if we, for example, trigger now this piston here, we have the reset of everything. So next up we're gonna go over like this, and we're gonna place sticky pistons facing downwards like that. And we're gonna add in the corresponding color here as well. Make sure to remove those blocks and to place a repeater like that. So now we're done. And during testing I ran out into a problem. So in Java it's problematic if you have here a wool, so we need to replace that, but update that piston here and place the redstone like this. Same goes for the other side. Make sure to do that, otherwise those pistons won't or will basically not extend right. So, and yeah, now I tested the system, everything works. You could adjust, I did that repeater here to 2 ticks and that here to 2 ticks, so it's a little bit slower and you do not get that much of a dropper spam if someone places in a diamond. But everything works, so we have to insert here a diamond. Then for example we have paper and paper, so we should have a draw now. Then we have here for example rock. Here scissors, so blue should win. Then we have rock and paper, so red should win. And then we have, for example, rock and rock. Oh, that's scissors, so we have now a red win. Yeah, that's the red rocket and everything is reset and nice. So, yeah, with that said, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all your support. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you had fun. If you want to basically download this world, or if you ran into any issues, that's what I wanted to say. If you ran into any issues during the build, during my block by block tutorial, you can download the world and find the mistake there if you do not find it during the tutorial. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.